In this video I'm going to show you how to use the DynamicSync WordPress plugin to display live event information in the text of any page or post on your WordPress website. The beauty of this is that this text is always up to date as it's read from your DynamicSync system, and as these events pass and the new events come up, this text will automatically update itself. The WordPress plugin makes it really easy for us to do this, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. If we go into the plugin page on the admin section of your WordPress website, you'll see here that we're looking at usage scenario 2, which is to insert event information into text. And you'll see that there's a special shortcode that we're going to be using to do this. So just as with the event calendar where we use the shortcode, here we're going to be using a shortcode as well. But what we need to specify in addition to the shortcode is we also need to tell it which particular event we are referring to and also what particular field we need the information from. So if we go back and have a look at the website, you'll see what I'm talking about. Here I'm basically saying that I want the information for this event, the Courage, Confidence and Claiming Your Greatness workshop. And what I want is I want the start date to be displayed in that position. Here I want the event venue name to be displayed. And here I want to show the start time. So we're going to have to specify all of these so that WordPress knows exactly what piece of information to show on the page. So if we go back into the page editor where we would normally just update all our page information, you'll see that this paragraph here, which is exactly the one we were looking at, our next event will be on, and then there's a whole lot of sort of intricate information here, but don't worry about it. I'm going to break it down quite nicely so that you know exactly what it means. It looks complicated now, but it's actually relatively straightforward. So what we will do is, let's say we want to display the date, the start date of this event. So what we will do is we will basically put in the square bracket shortcode as we always do with WordPress, and we will use the DynamicSync event info shortcode. We will specify the event ID. Now once again, you get the event ID from DynamicSync. So if we go to DynamicSync, we'll see here's the Courage workshop, and here the event ID is written for us. So if we can just copy it from there and go into our page, and we can paste in the event ID. And then the next thing we need to specify is what field we're looking for. So we can say field is start date. Now if you go back to the DynamicSync page, to the settings page of the DynamicSync plugin, you'll see that the available event information fields are as follows. So we've got title, we've got description, we've got start date, we've got end date, start time, end time, time zone, pretty time, and so forth. Venue address, venue name, contact person, price, and we also have the user fields, user 1 and user 2. So any of those fields we can use here. So we can ask it to show us that particular field, start date. Now you'll see at the next one we've used venue name. And here, so the rest of it is really the same. So you can copy the first part. You can actually copy this whole block. You just copy it over, paste it in, and all you need to do is just change the field that you want to display. So let's see, typo there. So here we ask for venue name, and then we start promptly at the whole thing again, start time. Okay, now if we update this and we go back to the website, you'll see that it pulls the correct information out of DynamicSync and it actually displays it here. So just to be 100% sure and to show you how this works, to show you that I'm not joking, if you click on this, what I'll do is I'll update the venue information for that particular date. So this was the 29th of May, right? If I go in and edit and I change the location, now let's say this now goes to the convention center, okay, and I save that. So now I've changed the venue name for that particular event, so that changes to convention center. If we now go back to the website and refresh the website, we'll see how it actually changes and updates the information live. So there you can see it's changed to convention center. Another thing that automatically happens is when this event on the 29th of May is finished, then the 5th of August will be the next available event. Then all of this information will automatically change. Now you might have noticed that I've also referred here to not to the next event, which is the one on the 29th of May, but also to the one after that on the 5th of August. So you'll see in my text I've got, if you cannot make this date, the next date will be on Tuesday, August the 5th at 9:45 p.m. Now there's another way of referring to the upcoming event by specifying a sequence number. So what you'll notice here is that in these particular fields, so if you cannot make this date, the next event date will be, the first part is all exactly the same. We specify the event, we say we want the start date, and then we add this little piece here, which is event sequence number equals 1. What that tells the system is not to show the next event, but show us the event after that. And we can use 2, which will be the event after that one, and 3, and so on, to use the upcoming events in our sequence of events as we got them. So by adding this event sequence number equals 1, what happens on the website is that this date and time is now not referring to the date that's upcoming, but to the one after that. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how you can register people for upcoming event dates by using an Infusionsoft registration form and how that works together with DynamicSync.